Feature Friday, where we explore all the cool functions of our Roof Wizard software. And today we're going to look at a couple of functions under the heading of Modify Roof. We'll use the group copy function and the Project Gable function. First of all, we have a rather straightforward roof here, and you can make it easy or you can make it difficult. So let's try the easy way first. And so for your information, I've already scaled the image. So I've imported the image and scaled it. So I'm working at full size. And so now I'm going to digitize the perimeter of the first roof. So the dimension of the walls. So I'm just going to bang the corners of the roof. And just a little bit quicker if I do it that way. And close square. The slope of this roof will be 25 degrees. Eave height. That's about right. And we hit OK. And then we want to define a vertical plane. So I get my gable end. Gable end is defined by a vertical end. And yes. And continue. So there's our first roof. Now we do the next of it. You go, oh, hang on. This one looks identical to that one. Okay, so, well, let's just copy it then. So we'll go over here to Modify Roof, Group Copy. I want one copy of it. And what entities do you want to copy? I want to copy all of those. Yes. And the initial point, read the prompts when you do this. It's very important. I'm going to middle button snap that corner of the roof. And now the final point for all this stuff that I'm moving. And the final point over there somewhere. And I can read the speedo readout here, and I can see that it's about 11.8 meters. So I will type I for incremental, reading that up here, I in the x-axis, remembering that x is left and right, and y is up and down, and z is out of the screen. So we're going to go in the x-axis, 11,800. And there's our second roof. Done. Okie doke, that was pretty straightforward, wasn't it? So that's the group copy function using the incremental dimension from a point to another point. Next, we want to do the second part of the roof, this fella in the middle. So we just use construct roof, no, track outline, digitize, okay, and I'm going to middle button snap that corner, and snap that corner, and snap that corner, and then I'm going to right click and close square. Now this one is 5 degrees slope, so we make it 5. Eave height will be the same, so the corners hits exactly on the corner, and we hit OK, and now I want a gable end on that end. Now slow down here. There's a wall line there for this part of the roof. I don't want that one. I want the wall line for this part of the roof. So I'll say yes to that. Same on the other end. No to the first one. Yes to the second one. Right click and continue. Continue. There we go. There's our 3 bits of roof. So now what I need to do is, using the Modify Roof function, Project Gable. This is the quickest way to do it. Read the prompts, locate the ridgeline near the end, and I'm going to project it to that plane. And I will do the same. I will do the same on this end. Project that to a plane, and they join. Now, just so it's all easy to see what's going on, I'm going to turn the image off just for a minute. Okay, now in doing that, we then notice here that we've actually, because those points are exactly the same and coincident, the software didn't quite know what to do. So don't panic, it's a simple fix. The first thing I'll do, and you might say, hang on, I'm deleting all this stuff. That's all right. So I'm deleting those 2 roof planes because it actually has to go around that what will become a valley. But I also have to delete the gable end planes because that's just confusing me. Not that one, that one. And now I go to construct roof, insert plane, and left click on that line, and it will follow itself around. Now when you're doing this, it's really useful to remember that yes, no, cancel is the same as left, middle, and right on your mouse. So do you want to use that line? Left click. Do you want to use that line? No. Middle click. No to that one. No to that one. No to that one. And yes to that one. And okay. So that makes it a lot quicker, right? So around that one, middle button, no, yes, yes, yes. And there's our roof. Now, straight away say, well, hang on, that's not a gable end, that's actually now a valley. No worries. Double click the line, make that a valley. And now I said, any more valleys? Yep, that's a valley, that's a valley, that's a valley. Good. And there you go. Well, hang on, I don't need those. So I'll delete that too. So you just hit delete. Not the wall, that one, yep. And there we have it. Perfect. So quick way to do that job, and it's really simple, and it's exactly right. We just turn our image back on to verify. Yes, everything lines up bang on. Okay, so the group copy function and the Project Gable function, and then smart lines to replace the plane and get the geometry square. Okay, well, that's about it for Feature Friday for this week. If you enjoy getting our updates, please consider subscribing or liking our posts. It's all designed to help you get a better job, get a better result from our software. And yeah, we'll see you next week on Feature Friday. Bye for now.